Today we'll be discussing Chapter 4, Lesson 1 in your geometry textbook. This can be found on page 178. This chapter will be discussing classifying triangles. There are two ways of classifying triangles. One, by their angles. All triangles have at least two acute angles, but the third angle is used to classify the triangles. Triangles can also be classified according to the number of congruent sides they have. If sides are congruent, they have hash marks to show it when drawing a triangle. Classifying triangles by angles such as an acute triangle. All angles are acute. Obtuse triangle. One angle is obtuse. Right triangle. One angle is a right angle. An equal angular triangle. An acute triangle with all congruent sides equal to 60. Now for classifying triangles by their sides. Scaling, no two sides are the same. Isosceles, at least two sides are congruent. Equilateral, all sides are congruent.
Alright, examples of finding missing values on board. Distance formula. The distance formula is distance equals square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. This is just an example, as you can see on your screen right here, of the distance formula and how to use it.
Today we'll be discussing Lesson 4, Chapter 2. In your textbook, we'll be learning how to apply the angle sum theorem and exterior sum theorem. Angle sum theorem, the sum of the measures of an angles of a triangle is 80. Third angle theorem. If two angles of one triangle are congruent, the two angles of one second triangle, then the third angle of the triangles are congruent. Exterior angle is formed by one side of a triangle and the extension of another side. Remote interior angles. The interior angles of a triangle are not adjacent to give exterior angles are called remote interior angles of exterior angle. Exterior angle theorem. The measure of exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the measures of two remote interior angles. Flow proof organizes a series of statements in logical order starting with the given statements. Corollary statement that can be easily proved.
This is an example of a two-column proof right here. The first thing you always write down is your given, and the last thing you always write down is your answer and how you found it. On this side, you'll see it says statements. And this side, it's the reason that you wrote down that statement. They're used to prove basically anything. Congruent triangles. Triangles that are the same size and shape. Congruent parts, also known as CPC/TC. Two triangles are congruent if and only if their corresponding parts are congruent. Properties of triangle congruence. Reflexive property is like when they're the same thing, like 3 equals 3. Symmetric property is like 3 equals 2, so 2 equals 3. And transitive is if 3 equals 2, 2 equals 1, so 3 equals 1. Congruence transformations. If you slide, flip, or turn a triangle, the size and shape do not change. Thank you for watching, and we hope you learned a lot.